The site that I have chosen is called MyFitnessPal. In order to access the site, you can go to www.myfitnesspal.com or type MyFitnessPal into your web browser and click the top link to get to MyFitnessPal. For this site, you need to create a login, and you can choose to sign up with your email or a Facebook account. I would have my students sign up with an email and create their login. I already have a login, so I'm going to log into my account, and then I'm going to show some more features of this site. In order to log in, I click the login button after I already have an account. I'll type in my username, BTYLTR0710, and my password, and then I click the login button to enter the site. Once you enter the site, you're currently on the home page. On the home page, you can find your daily summary of foods and exercises, as well as see your news feed. As you can see, I haven't entered anything for today's summary. I'm going to do that in a little bit. I also want to point out that in your news feed, you can see anything positive that you have done, as well as anything that your friends have done. So on here, I can see that my sister has completed a food and exercise diary, and that my friend was under his calorie goal. It's really cool because it gives you the opportunity to work with a group of people and encourage each other to reach your goals. Now let's go back to the top where we can find the food tab. We're going to go to the food tab by clicking food, and we're going to enter foods for the day. In order to enter foods for the day, you click add food under whichever meal you're choosing to enter. Right now we're going to enter a breakfast. After we click add food, I'm going to go down and I'm going to choose from my recent foods. Today I had a cup of 1% low-fat milk with my GNC protein powder. So I'll click these two items, and then I would hit Add Checked. After I do that, it adds it to my food diary for the day. Now, if I don't have the foods in my recent foods, I can go in and I can search for a food. So for instance, if I ate peaches this morning, I would type peaches, and I would hit search. And then a whole list of peaches are going to come up. So I'm going to say that I ate a raw peach. And then I'm going to say how many peaches or how much I ate. So I'm going to choose that I ate one medium peach. Add to my food diary. And that will also be added. So then you can see that my calorie count for my breakfast today is 259 calories. Throughout the day, I can go through and I can add each food that I eat. I can also add drinks. And I can add my water consumption for the day, which is down at the bottom. Everyone knows you need to drink your 8 glasses of water a day, and so I can add my water as I drink it. I can also add any exercises for the day by going up to the top and clicking on the Exercise tab. Today, I can add my cardiovascular exercise by clicking Add Exercise. Just like with the foods, you can have created your own and have the list of recently used, or you can search and use a generic one that somebody else has already entered into the site. But I have created my own, so I would click Running Outside, since I went for a run this morning. I'm going to click Running Outside. Then I can come over to here, and I can say how many minutes I ran. So today, I only ran for 25 minutes instead of my 30 plus. Then I have checked, click Add Checked, and it's going to add my exercise to my cardio for the day. It's also going to tell me the amount of calories that I burned. So I have my daily goal, which is 30 minutes. I didn't reach that daily goal, but the day's not over, so I can continue if I want later. And then you can also see your weekly goal. It also allows you to add strength training exercises, and you can put in your own, or you can search again for any exercise that you can think of. So we can say bicep curls, and search. Of course, there's no results found. Oh. Curls, let's see. Leg curls. So if what happened to me just happened to you, you can also add an exercise to the database. So in order to add an exercise, you click on add an exercise at the bottom, and then you're going to go in here and you're going to create your exercise. So I can say bicep curls. What type of exercise? Strength training. How many sets? You do 3 sets of 12 reps. And I'm doing 10 pounds. So right here, just added my own exercise. So that just shows you if it's not in there already, it's quick and easy to add it. After I add my exercises and my food for the day, I can go to the Reports tab. The Reports tab is probably one of the most important and helpful tabs that you're going to have on here, because this is where you have your data. Your data from past days, you can see here that you can go the last 7 days, the last 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, or the whole year. It's really cool because you can see your progress. So if we look down here, we can see that clearly I gained weight from my last weigh-in, which was a week ago, which is okay. Everyone's weight fluctuates. Then you can go up here to where it says weight under choose a report, and you can choose any report that you want. So anything that you might have, you can choose to see a report for. So I'm going to choose calories consumed. So today, since I didn't put in all of my calories yet, it's going to tell me my calories consumed. This red line right here, this is my calorie goal. So I want to meet that goal. So you want to be right around that goal. You don't want to be below it, and you don't want to be too far above it. You want to be right at the goal. So after I add the rest of my calories for today, I want to be meeting that goal. You can also come down and you can look in, for instance, if you are trying to see how much protein you're consuming. You can see, here's your goal for protein, how much you already have. So I'm almost halfway to my goal, and I only had breakfast. You can also see sodium, which is a big one people are watching nowadays, sodium intake. You can look at how much sugar you've ingested. Again, I'm at half, and I've only had breakfast, so that means if I'm looking at this, I might want to cut back my sugar. This is a really good way to show students how much sugar is in things and how many calories are in things that you wouldn't even notice when you're just blindly putting things into your mouth. So on here, when you're entering the foods and you go back and you look at your reports, it's really easy to see what you're consuming, what it's made up of, how much cholesterol's in things, and you can literally pull up almost anything and see in the last however many days how much you had. You can also see your exercise, how many calories you've burned versus how many calories you've been putting in. It's a really awesome tool to use for anyone that is trying to reach any sort of nutrition or fitness or weight loss or weight gain goal, depending on what your goal is. I love to use this site for my students, and I think that it's really, really special that it also comes in an app for your phone or your iPad, and they can enter their information any way that they need to. And I luckily have iPads in my class, and my classes are small enough that I can have my students, when they come in the morning, enter all their foods from the last 2 days, because I see my students every other day, and they just have their running record, and then they can go home and they can add foods if they want to. And some students get really into it, and they'll print out their reports and they'll bring them to me and they'll be like, look, Miss Tyler, this is what I did this week and this is what I did last week. And it's just really cool to see them getting into it and seeing what they're consuming and what they're exercising and how it's making a difference in their lifestyle and in their health. And the fact that they can use the community of the friends and their peers in the class and they can track each other and they can work together is also just a really nice feature of this site. Another really cool feature of this site is that it links with a lot of other apps. So not only is it this particular app that tracks your food and your exercise and all that sort of thing, but you can link it to a bunch of other apps. MapMyFitness is another one that I really enjoy using. You can map where you walk or run, and in my class we do fitness walking, so we will go off campus and we'll walk different routes around the school and around the community, and we can use the MapMyFitness app in conjunction with the MyFitnessPal app, and we can map what we did and it'll automatically put it into our tracker, which is super cool. Also, there are some other links that you can get. You can link to a scale, you can link to your Fitbit. It's really cool. I haven't used some of these apps, but students are extremely technologically savvy these days, and I'm sure that they would thoroughly enjoy linking to all the different apps and things that they already have. Now we're going to go back to my home page. As you can see on the home page, you can find the daily summary, which is right here. And my daily summary is going to tell me what my calorie goal is, how much I have consumed in food, how much I've burned in energy, and how many net calories I have. So that's extra, above and beyond. So right now I have 1,561 calories left. That means that if I eat 1,561 calories, I will be at the point where I'm not going to gain weight, but I'm not going to lose weight either because I'm eating as much as I'm burning. And this is something that's really nice for students to be able to see because they can see how much they put in versus how much they put out and why they may be gaining or losing or hitting a plateau in their fitness program. I love using this to show them and teach them about calorie consumption and the amount of calories that are in things. And it's just a really nice tool. Back down to my news feed. Tells me I just burned calories doing exercise that I just logged. Now you can also, on this site, they have community section where you can use forums and discussions to talk to different people that use the site. I would not do this with my students, but it's there and it's available for them if they choose to do something outside of school. This is not something I would require. Then there's also a blog section where the students can read blogs and find nutrition articles and recipes that they can cook at home, as well as some programs and things for them to use. We can also go back to MyFitnessPal and to our home page. We can click on My Blog, and they can blog about their exercises and their things. So they could keep a nutrition journal or a fitness journal here so that they have a reference, like maybe they had some bad days that week or whatever, and they can keep it here. So this is just a really awesome tool that I would use, that I do use with my classes to make them aware of what they're eating and their exercising and how it's affecting their body and their lifestyle. So this is MyFitnessPal. I hope that this was productive and informative for everyone.